Okey, so untuk menjawab soalan yang saya bagi when government impose tax, dia punya effect on supply curve. So supply curve yang asal yang you lukis ni, each point on supply curve you kena bawa naik mengikut tax yang government impose. For example, I give here tax RM RM2 per unit. Meaning for each point here you need to up RM2. Asal dia RM1 kan, you kena naik RM2, meaning right now the new point is here. Okay, that's the new point apabila kerajaan impose tax. Same thing for this point, the old point on RM2, so tambah lagi 2, it become 4. Okay, so you do it for each point. Alright, because just RM2. The amount here RM RM2. Also RM. So lastly, you need to join all the point here, combine to create new supply curve. Okay, this is supply curve after government imposed tax. So you see, you got the new equilibrium point here. So we have a question for equilibrium price, new equilibrium price. So you plot this down. So this is new quantity equilibrium after you implement tax. You find out the amount here. How many units for quantity equilibrium? New equilibrium after tax, so new price equilibrium, meaning you need to find for price exist. It may be 7 something. RM7 kot kat sini. So this is price equilibrium after tax, RM2. So you got the conclusion, after government impose tax RM2, quantity equilibrium after tax is how many here? So just assuming maybe 8 kot. Okay. If you draw it on graph paper, you calculate the amount of box refer on your scale. So how many QE? This is become 8 units. So price equilibrium after tax, the new equilibrium after tax here. So price equilibrium after tax is here, up, naik sedikit saja. So maybe RM7 kat situ. So I write it RM RM7. Okay. So that's how you draw the new supply curve after government impose tax. Okay, right now we want to calculate the amount of tax burden paid by producer and also consumer. So after government impose tax, your supply curve will shift to the left. Okay, so I just imagine like this one, because I don't say to implement how many tax per unit. Okay, so we got new equilibrium here, ET, new equilibrium. So quantity equilibrium, new quantity equilibrium after tax here, QE after tax. This is the original quantity equilibrium. So I just assuming here is 5, here is 3. Okay, so price equilibrium, the original before tax is maybe 10. I just put 10 here, 10. Okay, so we got new supply curve after tax. So equilibrium after tax here, equilibrium point. Price equilibrium after tax is here. So I just assume it is maybe 12 price after tax here. Okay. So you need to create a box. Okay. Two box to represent tax burden paid by consumer and also producer. Right now we already have the first box. Here is tax burden must be paid by consumer here. The second one must be below it. Okay, so where is it? It must be stopped from on old supply curve here. So you draw it, sketch it to y-axis. Okay, find out the amount here on y-axis. How many? Maybe here is 8. I just assume it is 8. Okay, so the amount, the lower box here represent the tax burden paid by producer. Okay, so how to calculate it? For consumer tax burden, yeah, the amount here you kena darab box tau. Luas box ni is represent tax burden paid by consumer. So tinggi darab dengan lebar, amount dia become 12 minus with 10, then you must times with panjang dia berapa? 3 kan? Okay, 3. So it become 2 times 3, meaning 6. Okay, this is the amount of tax burden paid by consumer. How about producer? Producer, you need to do the same calculation, same method, okay, same formula. So it must be from 10 deduct with 8. So kita nak kira panjang dia ni, ya. Berapa darab dengan lebar dia. Times 3 juga. So it seems like the same amount. Become 6. Okay, so the amount of tax burden paid by consumer is 6, by producer also 6. Okay.